So they're about to be reacting to. Lamelo Ball is becoming exactly what the NBA was afraid of. Hey man, he always been a bucket. He the best of the three brothers. We already knew this when they was at Chino Hills. But he's been balling lately. The Hornets been going crazy lately. They got a good rookie, the nickel nigga. Miles Bridges, I guess he know what he doing. Then the dude that be dunking on everybody, I forgot his name. But he be going, bro. The Hornets got a set team. I didn't see this coming. Like at the beginning of the season, I didn't see this for the Hornets. But let's see.
I think we're seeing the development of LaMelo Ball before our very eyes. If you watch LaMelo Ball play, I see hints of SGA. Now, I'm not comparing them completely, but what I see is a team starting to corral behind somebody who's a decision maker, somebody who's a willing passer, and somebody who is willing to take the chances and willing to take the shot at the end.
Just an average athlete. Doesn't show any real consistent toughness, plays like he's in high school. His style doesn't translate to wins.
Look at this, Lamelo. Look at the dance right here.
Who is this substitute teacher? I ain't never heard this man. Then it's like he getting cooked right now. He's getting cooked.
Look at this,
Oh my goodness.
Dance right here. South like, okay, will you shoot it? I'm tired of getting embarrassed on the perimeter.
These aren't random comments from X or a YouTube comment section. These are real scouting reports attached to a real NBA prospect. Because when Lamelo entered the NBA, the fear was that his game, the flair, the deep pull-ups, the one-legged lasers, the pace, wouldn't translate into win.
Hooping. Hey y'all, let me get an ad block when I get monetized, but don't worry about it, bro. But you would be a damn fool to say Melo wasn't hooping, always hooping this whole time, bro.
At the highest level. Fast forward.
Of course, everybody got their cold games, but all in all, buddy, I don't understand why he wasn't an All-Star this year. Let's say that for sure.
Off a 9-game win streak, and it feels like Charlotte may have finally figured something out. The offense has been electric during that run, and LaMelo's starting five owns the best net rating in the entire league. Better than OKC, better than Denver,
Really?
even better than the 2017 Warriors death lineup at its peak. And
Too far, buddy. Too far. Just keep it at this year, bro.
it's always been the story with LaMelo. They said his style wouldn't work, and yet, right now, he's running the most dominant five-man unit in the league while playing in the most unconventional way possible. The NBA is adjusting to him because LaMelo Ball is becoming exactly what they said he wouldn't, a player who wins. To understand LaMelo's current dominance, you have to go back to the early days. His story didn't start in the NBA, it started long before that. The media circus, the hype train, the cameras. All of that followed LaMelo since he was a 13-year-old dominating older kids in high school gyms.
Melo been
His
killing.
highlight reels were everywhere. YouTube mixtapes pulling in millions of views, Instagram clips going viral overnight, deep threes from the logo, no-look passes in traffic, fast breaks that looked like something out of a video game. The kid was a walking highlight reel built for the social media era. And sure, plenty of top prospects grew up online, but LaMelo's story was never about the spotlight. It was about the path he chose to take through it. The modern NBA talent pipeline runs through one gate, the draft. And that pipeline ran almost entirely through college basketball. Dominate in high school, commit to a powerhouse program, spend a year on campus, boost your draft stock, and declare. The NCAA became the mandatory checkpoint. If you were serious about making the NBA, this was the route.
This nigga LaMelo really made his own route. Hey, LeVar Ball, he don't get enough credit as a father. He's a great father. He had 3 league-bound sons. 2 of them went to the league. Actually, all 3 of them went to the league. One of them falling off, the other one was just ass, and LaMelo was going crazy. He paved this untraditional, that's not a word, but it wasn't a traditional path that LaMelo went on. And the fact that he's hooping the way he's hooping, bro, what? Come on now.
But LaMelo didn't follow that script.
Facts.
His journey started at Chino Hills, where LaMelo, alongside his brothers, helped build one of the most dominant high school teams in modern history. As a freshman, he was part of a 35-0 team that knocked off national powerhouse Montverde. He was the microwave scorer in a run-and-gun machine, pulling up from deep with unlimited confidence, handling the ball like it was glued to his hands, flashing vision well beyond his age.
He
As a
always been
sophomore,
cold, bro.
Lamelo dropped 92 points in a single high school game.
Y'all remember that reality for the people that was around for their reality show? Y'all remember that? I was actually like watching that, like heavily invested into theirs and the Julian's, bro. Honestly, bro, it was on YouTube. Why not? But yeah, bro, hooping, bro,
Shooting
hooping,
absurd pull-up
hooping.
threes, pushing the pace, playing like the gym was his personal playground. The kind of performance that goes viral instantly. But despite the praise, it also sparked stat padding criticism. Even Charles Barkley said he had a serious problem with it, pointing out that Lamelo never got back on defense and that the performance deserved an asterisk. And that became the pattern. Every achievement came with depth.
Killing niggas. Like, bro, why do you need? Okay, defense wins championships. Why do you need defense if you killing niggas
Deserved
like
an
this?
asterisk.
Like,
That became the pattern.
touch dirt.
Every
Huh,
achievement
come here.
came
Huh.
with doubt. The
Bye,
fame was
y'all.
labeled reckless, the confidence was called arrogance, and that was only the beginning. In 2017, he skipped his junior year of high school altogether to play professionally alongside his brother Leangelo, signing with Vietaltas in Lithuania. The experiment unraveled quickly.
Oh my
the team
goodness.
finished 8-27 across 8 competitive league appearances. Lamelo scored only 52 total points. The defensive concerns persisted. The shot selection stayed wild. Before long, Lithuania was labelled a failure, and most NBA scouts didn't even bother travelling overseas to see him. After leaving Lithuania in 2018, Lamelo joined LeVar Ball's startup league, the JBA, playing 11 games for the Los Angeles Ballers.
But my thing is, bro, his dad made the league, so it's like, did he really have exposure from scouts in his league? Even though he was killing, they all was killing in his league. Let's see what he's talking about.
LeVar Ball's startup league, the JBA, playing 11 games for the Los Angeles Ballers. The competition was widely criticised. The structure was minimal, and his numbers, 40 points, 13.8 rebounds, and 11 assists per game.
This nigga's averaging a triple-double, bro. Do you think the scouts took this serious? They could have just got a bunch of bums off the street and just put him on the court with Melo. I'm curious to see if it was actually scouted.
Felt less like proof of dominance and more like evidence of how low the bar really was. He returned to the prep ranks at Spy Institute in Ohio, a respected program with legit competition. It looked like a reset, but the damage to his scouting visibility was already done. Most NBA scouts still hadn't seen him live. His professional experience overseas made him ineligible for showcases like the McDonald's All-American game.
Really?
Executives typically get their first extended look at elite prep talent. For many front offices, Lamelo remained a mystery, a teenage celebrity with more headlines than live evaluations. With his NCAA eligibility gone and his stock still unstable, Lamelo made another unconventional call, signing with the Illawarra Hawks in Australia's NBL. No family-run league, no viral spectacle, just professional basketball against grown men. In 16 games, Lamelo averaged 16.4 points, 6.9 rebounds, and 5.9 assists in just over 30 minutes per game.
Hey, that's a solid stat line right there.
He posted a 2.8
Oh my
assist
goodness,
turnover
come here.
in just over 30 minutes per game. He posted a 2.8
Oh my goodness, he's touching bird. Come on,
assist
bro.
to turnover ratio and quickly rated as one of the league's most impactful players. At 18 years old, other 5-star prospects had gone overseas and struggled with the physical transition. Lamelo thrived in it, and almost overnight, his draft
Oh my
stock
goodness.
exploded. He jumped more than 20 spots in mock drafts, rising to number 3 in ESPN's 2020 projections. Scouts who once viewed him as a gamble started calling him a top 3 talent. On draft night, the Charlotte Hornets, with the 3rd overall pick, selected Lamelo Ball, making him the highest selected American-born player to bypass college for overseas development. And Lamelo wasted no time proving he belonged. 15.7 points, 5.9 rebounds, 6.1 assists, and 1.6 steals in just 28.8 minutes per game as a rookie. He led all first-year players in assists and steals, while ranking near the
Who
top
got
in
Rookie of the
scoring
Year this year?
and rebounding, taking home the 2021 Rookie of the Year award.
Okay, just making sure, because who's hooping better than LaMelo in that draft class? James Wiseman was a fucking bust. The Warriors should have picked up Melo. But if the Warriors picked up Melo, then I don't think he'd be as good as he is now. Hear me out. he don't fit with their offense. Their offense runs around Curry, so his star light would be dwindled behind Curry and Clay, whoever else they had. Draymond? No, just Curry and Clay. Oops, my bad.
In his second season, Lamelo took another leap. Through his first 47 games of 21-22, he averaged 19.6 points, 7.1 rebounds, and 7.5 assists per game, earning his first All-Star selection. By the end of the year, he looked poised to make the jump from All-Star to All-NBA. The breakout felt inevitable, and then things started to go south. Right when it seemed like Lamelo was ready to take over the league, his body began to break down. The injury problems started in the 22-23 preseason with a grade 2 sprain in his left ankle, forcing him to miss the start of the year. 3 games into his return, he re-injured that same ankle after stepping on a fan's foot courtside. A month later, he sprained it again when a teammate landed on him. Then in February came the real blow, a fractured right ankle that required surgery and
Bro,
ended
he got them Curry ankles, don't he?
his season after just 36 games. He returned for the 23-24 season looking explosive, averaging nearly 26 points through his first 14 games, but the surgically repaired ankle flared up again. Another extended absence, another early shutdown.
Hey y'all, let me get an ad block when I get monetized. But do not worry about it. Just stay down until we come up. Y'all see we on the road to 1,000.
He finished the year having played just 22 total games. By 24-25, the injuries weren't limited to his ankles. A left calf strain sidelined him during one of his hottest stretches. Then came reoccurring ankle soreness and wrist issues, minutes restrictions, short stints, recovery cycles. What once looked like a superstar ascent had turned into flashes of brilliance.
Oh my goodness. Come on, Brook Lopez.
By constant injuries. In his first 2 seasons, he played in 126 of 154 games, available for over 80% of his team's schedule. In the 3 seasons that followed, that number dropped to 105 of 246 games, barely 43% availability. For his career overall, he had been on the floor for only 57% of possible games. With Lamelo serving the point of the offense, his absences showed up everywhere, not just in the box score, but the standings. When he was out, the losses piled up, and the critics circled back. Too fragile, too thin, not built for the physicality of the league. If he can't stay on the floor, he can't lead his team to wins. The same unconventional path that once made him unique now looked unstable. And for the Hornets, who had committed $260 million to him, the real doubt started creeping in about whether that bet would ever pay off. But when Lamelo returned for the 25-26 season, something felt different. The Hornets were careful about it, minutes restrictions, load management, even bringing him off the bench so he could close games fresh in the fourth quarter. And
That's why he be getting benched. Okay, minute restriction. Because it's like a couple of games. I'm like, where's LaMelo? It's a close game in the fourth quarter. Where's Melo? I didn't know he was getting minute restriction. But no, he got a good team around him. Honestly, in my opinion, it's the best, youngest team in the league right now. It's supposed to be the Rockets, but I don't know, man. Rockets ain't doing too good. I mean, I think they winning, but it's like their young talent is not better than the Hornets' young talent.
The goal was preservation as much as production. Charlotte started the season slowly, but in January, the team got healthy and something clicked. A 27-point blowout over Orlando.
Hey, goodness. I'm trying to know. There you go. Brandon Miller, that's his name.
76ers to 93 points. A clutch win over Dallas. A defensive masterclass against Wemby.
Man, Knipple just broke a record for the most threes hit by a rookie the other night.
In a tight one over in San Antonio. Statement wins over Denver and Houston. 9 straight victories. And even after the streak ended against Detroit, the Hornets had gone 10-1 in their last 11 games. And during that stretch, Lamelo averaged
57 days, nigga. 57 nights. Come on, bro.
18.9 points, 6.8 assists, and 4.1 rebounds.
Hooping.
But the numbers only tell part of the story. What mattered more was the feel of it. The pace, the control.
Bro, imagine if Melo could play like non-restricted minutes. Boy.
Shift. When Lamelo is healthy, the Hornets win. And more often than not, he's a big part of that. The same people who said his style wouldn't translate to winning basketball were suddenly watching Charlotte win at a level they hadn't seen in years. His elite playmaking, his ability to ignite transition, The way he bends defensive coverages the moment he crosses half court.
Why do he look like designer in that cut, bro?
All of it changes how
In that
Charlotte's
frame, he
offense
look like
operates.
designer.
That's why the Hornets manage him the way they do. Protect the engine, preserve the franchise cornerstone. And now, with him available, Charlotte is winning at a pace that the rest of the conference is paying attention to. After a slow 4-14 start to the season, mostly due to injuries, the Hornets have been climbing out of a hole they dug early on. They now sit at 26-29 in the Eastern Conference,
57 days, nigga. 57 nights.
holding the number 9 seed and a play-in spot. And that brings us to the stat I mentioned at the top of this video, the one that should concern every team in the playoff picture, because what Lamelo is doing right now with his starting 5 is historically unprecedented. Since Lamelo Ball returned to the lineup on December 18th, and with Charlotte's core of Lamelo, Brandon Miller and Con Knipple available for most of that stretch, the Hornets have posted the 7th best net rating in the NBA at plus 5.9. That alone is impressive, but here's where it gets wild.
Hey, the Hornets, whoever was behind drafting Knipple, bro, shout out to y'all. Y'all knew that was the perfect puzzle piece y'all needed to have this dominant starting 5.
The lineup of Ball, Knipple, Miller, Bridges and Diabate have played 124 minutes together, and in that time, it owns a staggering plus 25.8 net rating. That's the best mark among all 42 five-man units in the NBA that have logged at least 100 minutes. Better than OKC's top unit with a plus 25.3, better than Denver at plus 20.1, and better than the 2017 Warriors death lineup, which peaked
Too far, buddy.
plus 22.4. And the deeper you look, the more absurd it gets. Per cleaning the glass, among five-man groups with at least 250 possessions together, Charlotte's starting 5 holds a plus 24.6 net rating differential, the most efficient, high-usage lineup in the league. More efficient than anything OKC, Boston, Denver, Detroit, or San Antonio can put on the floor. And that's not a coincidence. The Hornets have talented young pieces. Rookie of the Year contender Con Knipple, a rising wing scorer in Brandon Miller, productive bigs like Moussa Diabate and Ryan Kalkbrenner, but this surge has a clear through line. When Lamelo plays, the Hornets get better, and when that starting 5 plays together, they become the most dominant unit in basketball. Lamelo Ball has long been criticised for his playing style. He's been called the most unserious player in the league. Critics point to the one-legged threes, the crazy stepbacks, the no-look passes that feel more playground than playbook. His creativity borders on reckless.
Bro, he makes the game fun. He plays at his own. He takes it serious, but not too serious, as you can see. It's like he's having fun with it. He truly enjoys doing what he does, you know? And he's winning doing it.
They say
Boy.
flair undermines discipline. The style is fun, but it doesn't win. That criticism was crystallized recently by Robert Horry on his podcast. Think about it.
Oh, my
For
bad.
him to be the point guard, and he's a great talent, but he doesn't take the game serious, man. He's going to be the face of that franchise, so it's a trickle-down effect. On the surface, it makes sense. Lamelo shoots one-legged threes. He throws passes most players wouldn't even think to try. He plays with a looseness that looks improvisational. But then there's the other side. Iman Shumpert raised eyebrows when he compared Lamelo to SGA, saying, "I don't see the difference in how Lamelo Ball plays and how SGA plays."
True.
On SportsCenter, he clarified that he sees hints of SGA's, not a direct comparison, but
I could see that, though. I could see that. I could definitely see that. Good leader. Only difference is you don't really see Melo at the midi right now. He cold with the lobs. He cold with the passes. Make sure he get his team involved. He can score the bucket at will. I can see that.
and how a team begins to rally around a decision maker, a willing passer, a player unafraid to take the big shot. And that comparison matters. There was a time when SGA flew under the radar too. People saw the talent, but questioned whether it led to winning. It wasn't until the Thunder's supporting cast leveled up that narrative changed. And look, the Hornets have failed to win more than 30 games in a season for over 3 years, posting a combined record of 67 and 179 during that span, dead last in the league. For many critics, that record became Exhibit A against Lamelo. Losing player,
Get that
empty
ball
stats,
movement.
doesn't impact winning, doesn't care. But statistically, that narrative falls apart. Across his 5-year career, excluding his current season, the Hornets have won 42.4%
Oh my
of the
goodness.
games Lamelo has
Just
played.
twing the fuck out of Giannis. He said, twing. Come here. Come here, Kumpo. Come here.
When ball is on the floor, Charlotte posts an offensive rating of 112.6. Without him, that number drops to 108.5, a figure that would rank them in the bottom 5 in the league. The advanced metrics reinforce the same thing. Lamelo consistently grades out as one of the most impactful offensive players in basketball. But the problem has never been impact. It was availability and the roster around him. For years, he hasn't had a consistent supporting cast or the health required to prove he's a winning player.
Hey, man. The GM, the people that's responsible for building this team, they need, boy, bravo.
But now, with sustained health and a capable core around him of Knipple, Miller, Bridges and Diabate, the results speak for themselves. When that starting 5 opens games together, the Hornets are an absurd 16-1. And in high-pressure moments this season, Lamelo hasn't shied away. He's made high-difficulty real-time decisions without hesitation. When he's right, and he's been right a lot lately, he's a one-man offensive engine. He stretches defenses from near half-court, manipulates coverages with a flick of the wrist, and uses his 6'7" frame to thread passes over,
6'7".
under, and around defenders who never see them coming. That's the part the league got wrong. They thought he'd had to adjust his style just to survive. But now that his style is translating into wins, it's not Lamelo adapting to the NBA, it's the NBA adjusting to him. And that's the truth about
Indeed.
Lamelo. He was never going to fit inside the box the NBA built for point guards. Every time something
Yeah, he already a big guard, 6'7". 6'7". He's a 6'7" guard. The new wave. Come on, bro.
tried to force him into one through scouting reports, injury narratives, minutes restrictions, doubts about his maturity, he came back and played even more like himself. The Hornets aren't winning in spite of who Lamelo is, they're winning because of who he is. Now the question is, can Charlotte turn this surge into a real playoff run? Let me know what you think in the comments below.
Hey, honestly, bro, it was only a matter of time. It was only a matter of time. Like I said, bro, all he needed was the right supporting cast. And a little tonsil just to the league. You know what I'm saying? The team that he has now is perfect for him. He has a dead-eye shooter, a sniper. He got 2 athletic niggas, and he got a good big. Come on, bro. You can't beat that. You can't go wrong with that. But no, let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. Let me catch you niggas in the next one. Yes,